Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'll be recreating this Ankara Bubu dress. If this sounds like what you like to learn, stay on the line while we get started. This dress actually have v-neck both front and back, and it is very stylish. I'll be using 2 years of Ankara and 2 years of crepe to actually recreate this style. So if this sounds like what you like to learn, stay on the line while we get started. Because I'm using two different fabric, I'm going to be joining at the shoulder. There is going to be a joining at the shoulder, and I want it to actually fall down. Going ahead to fold the Ankara by 2, then I folded the crepe fabric by 2, then there is going to be an overlap at the shoulder. So from there I'm going to take my bust point measurement, I'm going to take my waist and my waist. All these lines are not that necessary, but I just want to do it so we can know where we're going to impute our measurement. So this is me just doing that, guys. So just note that the reason why I'm actually folding this fabric like this is because I don't want it to be puffing. I want the sleeve to lie down very well because it's a cut together. And also the reason why I left some parts up is because I want it to fall and I want it to lie down very well. So for us to fold this, another thing I want you to take note is that if you want to make this style bubu already, when you fold it into two, the length, that the width, if you don't take time, your neck is going to be wider. So just take a smaller neck. So what I'm going to take 2.5 inches. By the time I use half inch to turn the neck, it will be 3 inches. So I'm taking 2.5 inches. You can do 2 inches, it depends on the body size. I'm making this for my mom, so I don't want it, she's not that fat, so I don't want it to be falling on her neck, so I just want it to be portable on her neck. So I took 2.5 inches there. You can do 2 inches. Then at this point I'm going to slope the shoulder by 1.5 inches. After that I'm going to just go ahead and connect it from the slope. I connect it down to the neckline. Then I'm going to go ahead now and mark it because I'm going to cut that part out. In this way we are not going to have any fall. When I'm wearing it, you already saw it was flowing, so I had to wear it so you guys can see the outcome of it. So my mom is taller than me and she's bigger than me, so I believe it will be perfect on her body. So that is it. So after that, after I've sloped the shoulder, both the front and the back, I'm just going to go ahead now and bring it back. Then I'm going to go ahead and continue our measurements. So I'm just going to take the bust point. I'm going to take the neck width that I'm going to use for the front. So the neck depth that I use for the front is 6 inches actually, because I don't want it to be too deep. You know, it's a bubu, it doesn't need to really show cleavage and all of that, so I want it to be moderate. So after that I just came up by 1 inch because we are going to be increasing the back of this dress by 1 inch at the back side, because when we are done, it's going to be falling. We are going to reduce from the front, then we are going to increase at the back. This is how men do their dresses, do their outfit, and it comes out so well because our shoulder, if you notice your shoulder over here, they are actually falling. If you notice some people when they are wearing bubu, the bubu will almost go like from the front, you can't see the joining because the joining is almost at the back side. You get me? That is, if you want to eliminate that, this is how you're going to do. So you're just going to fold it, reduce the front so that naturally the back will fall down instead of front going back. Do you get what I'm saying? I believe you should. So that is the reason why I'm doing this. So I have already increased it by 1 inch. You can see I've already increased it by 1 inch, and I'm going to reduce from this part. So what I'm doing now, instead of reducing 1 inch because I didn't add seam allowance, I'm going to reduce 5 inch. Then the other extra inch is going to serve as seam allowance. So at the back I came down by about 7 inches also, because 7 inches should be okay. Came down by 7 inches. You can know that you notice that I came down from that 7 inches. I did not add the extra 1 inch that I took. So that is it. So I just went ahead to connect. And also notice that because I did not take a wider neck width, the opening are not going to be so wide. Also the opening is going to also be moderate. So when you're taking your bubu measurement, you should know. So you can see I just measure what I have there. I just want to make sure that they correspond, and that's fine. So I go ahead now to cut just like this. So after cutting, I'm going to pin it because I want to be able to have exactly. So right now we are not missing anything. Again, we have both front and back overlapping each other, and that is perfect. So I went ahead to cut our V neckline, which you can see. So from there you're going to determine how you want your sleeve opening to be. You can actually measure from your client, you can measure from yourself. Just put your tape round where your sleeve is going to end. And when I was done, what I have there is 11 inches, and that is what I marked there. The biggest part of our body, which is our hip, I will take hip divided by 4. Whatever I have, I added it there. Then I'm going to add 5 inches for seam allowance, which is going to be for ease, because it's a boo-boo, it's not supposed to be that tight. So that's exactly what I took. So I took our hip measurement, then I added 5 extra inches at that point where I have a sleeve opening. That's the point where I took that measurement. So after that, I'm going to check what I have there. Whatever I have there, that's what I'm going to impute on our waist, but that's what I'm going to impute for the hip, and that's what I'm going to impute for the aim line. It's going to be straight from there. I can see. So this is me just dragging it because I want to have exactly what we have there, and I'm going to use my ruler and I'll straighten it. And at the down part, when you're done marking your aim line, the full length of the boo-boo, you're going to add 1 inch extra for your folding actually. So I don't know the length that you're using. I actually use 63 inches for our length because she's a tall lady. So that's it. So at this point, I'm just going at the sleeve opening, I'm just going to come in by half an inch, and then I'm going to connect back to the shoulder just the way you see me doing with this ruler. Then when I'm done connecting it, I'm just going to go ahead now and cut, because we're actually done with the cutting of the boo-boo. So when I was done cutting the boo-boo, I'm going to put pockets on this dress. So what I'm going to do, I just counted from our shoulder down, counted about 8 inches, or you can do from your arm, or just count about 7 inches or 8 inches depending on how the person is tall, and that's fine. You're going to add your pockets from there. So right now I went ahead to bring out a fresh fabric because I want to use facing for it. Some people can use bias or whatever, but I prefer facing because it's going to make it neat and looks professional. So I just went ahead to cuff it just like that. That is exactly how it is, and it's simple to cut your facing. So this is my facing. You can make it longer depending on the fabric that you have. So I'll go to the machine and I'll stitch over there. Then when I get there, I stitch just the, don't forget the v-neck. When you get to the midpoint, you cuff it and stitch the other way. Then I'm going to knitting this facing by aiming the end line also. So this is it. I did that for the front and I did that for the back. I actually used the crepe to do for the back, but you can use the Ankara to do for both. It all depends on what you want. And when I was done, this is what we have. It's so beautiful. And now I want to join the shoulders. So I'm going to join lining to lining, like the facing to facing, and we are going to join it straight just like that. So when I was done, this is what we have. You can see it's giving that neat finishing already. So I'm not going to, I actually stopped stitch when I was turning the sleeves. So right now I'm not going to add any gum to it first, because we still have a lot that we are going to be putting. So when you're done adding your facing, you can actually do this before you put your facing. It will actually be easier for you. So we already have 1 inch from this back side, so I'm just going to come down by 2 inches. Do you get me? 2 inches from the back side. If you don't have your back falling, just do 1 inch or 1.5, that's fine. So from there I'm going to spread this Ankara like this. You can see how I spread it because I want to measure what we have here. So when I was done, what I measured there was about 7 inches, and I'm going to add about 1.1 inch on both sides. So that's why I cut 9 inches, and I'm going to make it, the width is actually 4 inches. Then I'm going to mark it. I'm going to go to the machine. I'll stitch it with half an inch. When I was done stitching, remember the width is actually 4 inches. So when I was done stitching, I'm just going to turn it over to the front. Then I'm going to iron it. When I was done ironing, this is what we have, guys. You can see me holding in this. So this is me trying to open up from the place. Okay, you have to divide it and make sure that what you have is equal. So when I was done, I'm going to go ahead and mark where I'm going to stitch inside. You can see how I've stitched it. Then I use this facing to also cover it back. I'll do the same. I had to place it over to this side so I don't make mistake. Then when I was done, I still going to pin it down. Then I'll go over to the machine and I'm going to stitch it also. And when I was done stitching it, Yes, you're going to take your time and stitch it just like that. So when I was done stitching, this is what we have. You can see the front, the upper part and the down part are not actually the same. As they are going, they are sloping. So when you're doing it for yourself, you can actually put it on and check if it's okay. If it's not okay, you can actually adjust it. So I will go ahead now to fold the sleeve by half an inch or 1 inch. Then when I'm done, I'm going to iron it. Then I'm going to go ahead now to join the side. I'm going to go, I see the sleeve here, so I'm going to go ahead now to join the sides with 1 inch for seam allowance that we added. So I'm just going to go over to the machine and hold it like that. Then I'm going to go ahead now to, this is it when I was done. I've added pocket. I did not have to show you guys how I added the pocket because we've been doing pockets in this channel, so I believe everybody should know that. So I added pocket. I use the Ankara for both the back and the front of the pockets, and you can see how it is. So I'm actually going to be stoning this dress. I'll add stones to it so it will bring out the beauty of it all. So I'm going to also fold this hemline by 1 inch, then that will be all. So guys, I've added stone to it. You can see how beautiful it came out. This is me wearing it for you guys. I'm not the owner, but I just had to wear it. So guys, thank you so much. Please go ahead and subscribe. Please subscribe. Please turn on the notification button. Please like this video, share to your friends. Thank you so much for your support. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I really do appreciate, and see you in my next one. Bye.